Hello guys, welcome back. Today we are here with the beginner guide for ETHERIA restart. Now, I know I'm a little bit late, but you need to play the game before you know what the hell are you doing, right? So let's start with the game, right? So the first thing that everybody's thinking, like, bro, how many pulls are you getting like day one? Day one, you get around like 240-ish. Maybe less if you're free to play, like you never spend anything, you never top up any amount, you don't have the rebate, but we are hovering around 200-ish pulls on the very first day. Plus, you can also reroll, obviously. You can use the salted email, you can use the temp email to make new accounts, and then after you're done, you can fish for characters such as, like, I don't know, Lily, Messiah, Doki Doki, whatever character you are aiming for your account, and then bind your email. So this brings us to the next point, like how free-to-play friendly the game is. I think the game is pretty free-to-play friendly now, keyword, because of the type of the roster that we have. Almost every major character is actually pretty decent everywhere. Obviously there are outliers in both good and bad aspect of the tiers of the game. Like some characters are really bad on certain content, like Terror Matron or Doki. There are characters that are really good in something and like really bad in others. There are characters that are really good in PvP and really bad everywhere else. But overall, there is a lot of characters that you will end up getting, so you can pretty much assemble your perfect team, especially if you reroll or if you spend. If you spend, you're basically replacing the rerolling task to do, right? So now, let me tell you that this game, if you don't know what it is a turn-based game with also PvP, and it's not open world. It's one of those games that do the chapter story that you follow. They give you a level, you clear the level. It's a chapter-oriented, it's a dungeon-oriented game. Now, when we go and do the story, you will notice at a certain point that you are getting locked behind a certain level. There are going to be a little bit of cap levels per each day. Well, because you don't really have enough stamina to get to the threshold. As you can see now, I'm locked to level 30, but I'm level 28. This is the start of day 3, and I am already 28. I've been refreshing my stamina because I wanted to get to the end game and experience it as quick as possible, as early as possible, to then understand what the hell I'm doing, and then give you guys content. Give you guys content and guides and stuff like that, right? So now, let's talk about why the story lock. I think the story lock is fine because it basically blocks all of the whales from getting too far ahead. Believe it or not, a game like this cannot let anybody, like everybody, just go forever. 24/7, like go everywhere you want, because they will find a way to reach like high highs. For example, using all of the stamina bubbles, the stamina bottles, and refreshing the stamina with the gems. They will rush ahead way harder, and then they will access harder content, get better gear, get better sets, get better pets, and then blast everybody else, which already is happening. So imagine if we didn't have the lock. Now, the lock is only a issue momentarily. Once you go through the story and you get to high level, which usually everybody is at the high level like after like 1 month, it's not going to be a problem anymore. So I wouldn't stress too much on the story. You wouldn't really reach it anyway in time for this singular day. If you think about it, early on you are leveling up really fast, but later on, for example, the level 28 took me one entire day from 25-ish to 28, and I went through one of the locks while refreshing, and now I'm locked at level 30. After level 30, it's probably going to be 34 or something like that. I can't get that in one day. I can get that in one day. Nobody can, because you don't have enough stamina. You see at the top, I need 460. There's no way I can use like 460 stamina. Look at my cap, it's 148. So you need to keep in mind this. It's not going to be a problem later on. Now, let's move on into the actual game. Let's go and check the the gacha. Now the gacha here, I will make a separate video with a new account so I can access all of the banners. But the gacha here in the game, I just want to show you in the guide in this video the probabilities and how it works and how many characters there are and more or less where you should pull, right? So now this is the standard banner. Everybody's pulling here. You should pull here and don't touch the beginner banner that give you the this is beginner banner. Don't touch the banner that the selector banner. There's going to be a selector banner, lets you select a character besides the light and dark. Don't touch that one until way later. I would say after like 4 or 5 days, it's safe to open it. Besides that, pull on permanent summon, see what you get, and then you adjust with whoever you didn't get, right? For example, I should have waited and I should have gotten whoever I don't have right now. For example, Rosa would be nice, Real Mocha would be really nice for Doki Doki. You know, or some characters that I didn't get would be nice to now specifically go pull. You need 40 pulls for the selector banner, so keep in mind when you're pulling, keep 4,000 gem here or 40 pulls and pull on banner, permanent banner after that. Now the probabilities are pretty okay. It's 1%. It's higher than normal. The good thing is that for the limited banners, it's 100% chance. There's no 50-50. So if you feel like you're a spender or if you feel like you want to pull on these banners, this character is going to be 100%. There's no 50-50. You can't lose anything. You just pull. If you get it early, good. If you don't get it early, it is what it is. But there's no 50-50, which is like a breath of fresh air. Finally, I hate 50-50 so much. I could talk for like rant for 3 hours. Now these are the characters. As you can see, those characters, those 6, have a lower chance of appearing, and they are all light or dark. These characters are powerful or more special than the others, and they have a lower chance. However, you can reroll for them, and you can also always have a chance to get them when you are pulling on the special banner, on the permanent banner. Now, if you want to see how much PD you have, you click about the rules and you see like right now I have 59 pulls left before the guaranteed. The guaranteed is 80 for this banner, and the guaranteed is 100, the 80 for this and 100 on the other one. This is 80 again, as you can see, 80, and then on this one is he is like 1% and still 80. It was 100, I believe, on the CBT. So 80 everywhere. PT is 80, pretty good point to have, pretty good cap to have. So yeah, those are the chances. Now, moving on into the next point, let's talk about like the actual game. There's something that you need to focus when you are playing the game, which is the Hyperlink Charter. The Hyperlink Charter is divided into 5 different categories that are focusing on one aspect of the game, right? So now in the Commission Chronicles, you will have stuff to do in the game, and they tell you like, okay, do this, do that, and if you complete all of the challenge, it goes up one, it goes to the next page and gives you all of these rewards, as you can see right here. And these rewards are actually really good. So it's not like the rewards are bad. These rewards plus these rewards every time you complete one of the missions. And there is 10 different panels that you can go through. That's one. That's like game in general. Now on this one, maybe there's more than 10. I don't know. We'll see, because it's like 59 out of 162. We'll see. Now, Animus Fate, this is for your characters. The characters are called Animus, and they tell you to do and they guide you through the progression system of the characters that you might have. Specifically Lian, which is this girl right here. So when you are starting, it's gonna ask you to do stuff with Lian, like equip certain gear to her, level her up. So I feel like you should start by leveling Lian immediately and use her. Because 1 is she's good, 2 she's free SSR, and she's really good, so that's nothing to lose, and 3 is because of this training is going to ask you specifically to get Lian to a certain level, equip her to a certain gear, use her to defeat certain monsters or certain encounters multiple times. So if you don't do it, you will be stuck here forever and you won't get, like for example, this is a copy. This is a dupe of a character, and this is a 1 pool. So, you know, this is another pool. 100k is actually pretty high amount early on for money. Now, that's Animus Fate. Shell tuning is for the pets. The same concept, but for like leveling pets and gearing them, like, well, not gearing them, but like fusing them and leveling them up and getting X amount of pets from the game. This is for the challenging the gear content. There are some monsters that are made for you to farm for gear and crafting and equipping your characters with gear related activities. Okay, and this is PvP related activities and reach player X amount, right? Player level X amount. Now it's 30. Before it was 28. To reach like the win X amount of time, participate in the arena, get to this rank, etc. And you still get a lot of content, a lot of goodies. Okay. Now in terms of the PvP, let's go and check it a little bit. In the PvP zone, you will have the ETHERIA, the Summit Arena, and the Fearless Arena. The ETHERIA is the normal one. You will be fighting against other people defense teams. It's automatic. You fight them like the NPCs, basically version of their teams. You're not fighting in real time. You will do your defense team, they will fight your defense team, and you fight their defense team. If you win, you will get. If you win, you will get points. If you lose, nothing happens. If you win a defense, like they attack you and you win, you will gain points. Yesterday, I logged in and I ranked up just because some people attacked me and they died. Now, this is the arena. You can do it. I feel like you should try to speed run it a little bit early on. Today's day 3, you still have time because of the rewards that you can get before the season ends, and then it will reset and you can probably do it again. So free stuff, and the rank reward that when this ends, like every week they do a check, wherever you are located, you will get some points and some arena points and some gems. So you know that's like a good income if you manage to keep your rank. Now, in the ranking rewards here, it don't concern you unless you're a whale and you go into top 100. I don't think it's possible. I don't know. We'll see. I'll tell you if it's possible. But yeah, you can then do it again after they reset everything, so you can get all of these goodies for free twice because they reset. So that's the arena. The Summit Arena is like a draft. You choose your character and ban some. They choose their character, they ban some, and then you fight and you progress through, right? And the Fearless Arena is like the same as the draft, but it's like tournament mode, champion mode. So, and you can actually like maybe qualify for the World Championship. I don't know. There is a World Championship going. Haven't really checked too deeply on it. Ends in 1 day, 20 hours. Maybe I'll try it. I don't know. Everything is locked though, so go ahead and have fun. There is the PvP zone. Now, when it comes to what to do in the game and what happens and what progresses inside the game when you level up, this is all where the panels. This is where everything is, including like the end game. Now the Ethernet rally, I don't have it unlocked because obviously it's level 40, but I feel like it should be multi-team adventure. I feel like it might be some sort of abyss with multiple teams that you need to be, that you're required to assemble. The Ember Trek is a deep going tower where multiple encounters where you go inside, you clear the stage, and then there is a boss fight. You win and you get these coins that then you can use on the supply hub to spin and maybe win something. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. They get progressively harder. I didn't really spend too much time on this. I made it to 14, and maybe I'll continue. There also are some like debuffs that like hinder you during the game. Now these 4 here. Green Pursuit is where you get the pets. The pets, we see like every character, every type of encounter is going to drop different kind of pets. They do different things, and then they get progressively harder and harder, and then you will start dropping the good pets, which are the red ones. So not yet, but soon we should be able to start getting those. The threshold is where you get your gear. Aurora is locked until level 30, so maybe today I'll start doing her. Doki Doki and Terror Matron are going to drop certain type of gear. I still have to do Nightmare. It goes up until Inferno, and you can see there's a lot of crazy gear that we've never seen before so far. Same with every other type here. Like they drop different type of content, so the gear. So you will see progressive increasing quality and the gear that you get from this. This is the XP. Be sure to not mess up and farm all the XP. Just continue to the main. The main story will unlock new levels of this. I'm almost at the end, luckily, because the higher the level, the higher the quality of the drops. So you need those like purple and yellow especially, because those are easy to. One of those is going to be like almost one level on a high level on a high ascended character, because it's 5,000 XP. So you want to get these more. So don't mess up. Try to do always the latest that you can do. Otherwise, you are going to maybe not be as efficient. I don't know if you care, but if you care, try to do that. GP outpost, this is for the items that you need to level up your skills. Now, there is a whole thing on the skill system that I will talk in a separate video, like the materials required and what you should do. But you can get free content and free gear and free materials and free gems, free pools from just clearing this to the highest amount. The same concept as the XP for each element once, just to have it, because the first time reward is really good everywhere. So try to do it, and then focus on whoever you're trying to level up, because eventually you will need a ton of those, especially the higher rank, the higher tier. They can be decomposed into destructured into big amount of the lower tier. And maybe vice versa. I didn't try yet, but yeah, you can do that. So if you need a lot of those, you can use them. If you do a better stage, you will get more of the higher tier that then you can decompose down into majority of the blue ones, and then level up some character that you need to level up. So this is something that you should do. Async echoes is just like some beat the guy, and then if you beat the guy, you get to the next guy, which is harder. That's it. And they give you a first time reward. Now Kraken, I'm stuck at Kraken for now. It's really cringe. Maybe I should change my team around, or maybe increase my speed. The speed is very important in this game. Apparently, obviously, because this type of games that speed always king. But yeah, it's like kill the guy, progress, get a new profile picture, and then get rewards, I guess. Phantom Theater is some co-op stuff. You can team with your mates or your guild mates and fight these guys with like different teams that you set up to 3, and then you matchmake or maybe create a room and you fight them and you get rewards by killing them. Ember Trek, you saw. Now these are the current events. This is a dice throwing event. You go there, throw the dice, you land somewhere. You decide what to do, upgrade. Oh my god, right? I don't know what that means. Upgrade, insane. That's the first time I land on that guy. And then you get reward by just running around with the dice. The cubic game is the current event that we have, which is you go in, you will have a panel looking like this, and what you can do is you can use these special blocks to place somewhere and try to increase their star level. You see, like this star 1, 2, 3 will become +1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think they get to +4 for now at this current difficulty. Then you fight them and they give you gear or various rewards. For example, this one is crazy. This Beyond It is going to give you a crazy portrait for item for ascending a character. Now, this is the current game that we have. The character system, just to end, the character system, this is how they are structured. They're gonna have like the stat here, you can check their kit here, the modules, this is their gear. They're gonna have logos here, some icons that are talking about like a certain set. These, for example, they're part of the Onslaught set. If you click the thing here, it's gonna tell you how many of these logos or these icons you need to have, right? Or you need to have 12 icons. Okay, after you have 12 icons scattered around your gear, you will get to the max level. Now, at first, you're gonna have like really easy, straightforward kits. Then later on, you start getting stuff that is more interesting. Like, okay, at 8, I can get 10% attack, and then there is a full effect that happens. And later on, with better gear types, you will be able to fine-tune your characters. Prowess is the skills. In the middle, there is the copies if you have any. And here there are the skills that are certain threshold. They will require you special materials to get extra multiplier or extra passives from their normal set, from their normal kit that is not leveled up yet, right? So, and this, the final thing, this is this shell, which is, I don't know why it's called like this. This is the pet system. Those are pets. If you replace, there's multiple options. You can go fight them from the Grim Pursuit, and they get better and better. And as you can see, they can contribute to the logos required, the icons required to get to a certain threshold of the gear sets, right? So this is pretty much it of the character. They're not super complicated. It's just pretty straightforward. Character, gear, you try to get your gear as best as you can. When you level up, you might have a chance to double down on some and upgrade some of those like stats that are already there, or create some stats from nothing. If there is a slot there open. So yeah, the pet system, don't neglect it. They are really good. They do a lot of damage, or they help you a lot depending on what they do. There's different type of pets: DPS, healer, support, shielder, defender. They do everything. They do everything. They debuff, they purify, they heal, they give you more healing power, they do DPS, they do follow up, they debuff. They do a lot. They do damage, depending on which one you want to use, right? So keep that in mind. This is pretty much it from like this type of a guide. Let's check the union really quick. This is your guild. You can check in and get some extra. If you check in, it gives you more things. Gives you stability, which is stamina, honor points, and coins, and these coins here. There's a boss that you can fight every day at least once, and try to kill it with your guild. It gives you good reward. And the Union Shop is where you use those coins. You can save for the perfect lattice fragment, because these items are really scarce. I don't know why. I guess that's how they want to do it. Free pulls, free shadow print for leveling up, like ascending your characters, XP, money. This is this skill, like a skill selector. Like how many tokens for the skill do you want? You get 5 every time, and it's the yellow quality. This is for evolving the skill of purple characters, etc., etc., right? So there's a lot of shops everywhere. They give you get a lot of points by just playing the game, and you will understand with time what you want to do. But I will try to do some guides to guide you in and tell you how to play like a little bit better and a little bit like more optimal if you didn't know, right? Because I am a little bit ahead, and I can show you before you make any mistakes. That is it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to come ask me live, you can at twitch.tv/Jakazin. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.